从今天开始，我们和2位德国专业乐迷一起听
没有上过月下的乐队。
嘿，上过学校的乐队，对吗？有上过啥的歌？
还是我来吧。从今天开始，我们和2位德国专业乐迷一起听没有上过月下的乐队和上过月下的乐队的没有上过月下的歌。Max,
Yes.
this is your birthday special. Because this is my handmade one too.
Really?
Yes,
Wow. What is it filled with?
it's pork and shrimp.
Oh.
That's okay, it's your birthday
I think
special.
it's your birthday, so you like.
Oh, thank you.
Also, maybe that means I get more of these.
If you want to
Chances.
make like a exception.
Yeah, I can try one.
Try one. Yeah.
It's your birthday cake. It's a Chinese cake.
Birthday.
It's better than any cake.
Yay.
It's very hot.
Oh my god.
Actually, it
Wonton.
should be birthday noodles, but I think you will enjoy the wonton
Yes.
more.
Chong chong.
So good. It's so good. You remember when there was Chinese New Year and your mom made all the sushi and we had a LAN party at the office and I thought the sushi was leftover, but it was for another event and I ate all the sushi and your mom was super mad.
Oh,
Really?
What?
I forgot it.
that sounds like a Max.
Max move.
You ate all the sushi?
No, I didn't eat all the sushi, but I ate a lot of the sushi. Like sneakily while we were in the office because it was stored in the office.
Last episode of德没season
Oh yeah,
1.
I have a nostalgic outfit.
Oh, you have
the
an
park.
awesome.
No, it's not the park. Oh, the Dali. Okay.
Yes,
Dali.
Dali. I don't have something under this t-shirt.
I'll do an introduction first.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, 大家好，我是表情银行的思雨。
Hey, 大家好，我是通通。
Hey, 大家好, I'm Yulian.
Hi, I'm Max.
Max just ate his birthday special wonton made by me.
So delicious.
Today it's our last episode. There's a accident here because the product is not here because of the COVID problem. So the delivery is really slow. But I will tell you the award after it's get here. I will give it to you guys because we're still going to meet one more time, right? The award is a very nice lipstick and also eyeshadow.
Oh, perfect. Today we're thinking a lot about eyeshadows while
Yes.
doing makeup. Not having the perfect eyeshadow, but that may change.
Okay.
Last May of the season.
I think maybe when I do this ceremony thing and give this award, you can kind of Photoshop the After Effect lipstick.
Through the magic of post-production.
you.
Yeah. Maybe yes. Why not?
You can try.
Ambitious.
We have to step up our post-production game. The first video today is actually this one, not this one.
Okay.
It's a high person.
Hi person.
Hypersun.
How do you say it?
Hypersun.
I would also say hypersun.
Hi person.
High
Yeah,
person?
but
What
you
does
could
it
also
mean?
Hi person.
Hypersun, like
sun,
a
like
hyper.
ultrasun.
Yeah, like a
Hypersun.
sun, but
If
Ah.
you
Hypersun.
put it here, like here. Hypersun.
Yeah, I didn't think it in this way. Maybe it's also
Some sort of superhero.
yeah.
yeah. The first thing I thought about was
Hi person.
very famous German book by Hölderlin.
Okay.
Kind.
Spoiler.
Every video. Pay attention.
我们的人民用血肉和生命相互摩擦，我们的兄弟 在大太阳下站不住脚。我们的歌谣在大太阳下站不住脚，各自怀着各自的心事，你们各自握着各自的苹果。
Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, good morning. Until now, we have received thousands of comments and suggestions. We will consider them carefully and comprehensively.
烧掉了自己的头，把它放在胸口。
I think you start because
Okay.
I want new pants.
But or do you mean you need new pants?
No, I want to start with the band New Pants.
Okay, that was fantastic. It was different than the videos in the last show insofar as that it had a higher like visual quality, which is probably due to like a more expensive camera or something. But I really like the frame, I like the image, I like the composition, I like the space. You know, you have this thing that is only in one space. I really like that. With basically all of the last videos, I had this problem that there was so much in it. There was like so many tonal shifts and so many storylines that try to be put into one thing. But here is this very cohesive kind of atmosphere. I think this is a great example in how a song and a video can enhance each other. I really like the song, but I think if I had listened to it without the video, I think I had more problems kind of getting into it.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning it was okay, it's a little bit boring, and then maybe I had like switched the song, you know? I think it harmonized very well and gave like space to both things. You had a video that took like some space, and you had a song that took some space, but it's very complementary. Unlike a lot of the other videos where I felt like it's like too much of everything.
Okay.
My hope is that they suggested to have a very meaningful interpretation. Like they suggest that you could interpret all of the movements and you can make a story, but in reality there's none. This would be like my dream interpretation of this video. To have this kind of, they kind of trick you into thinking that there is a deeper meaning, but actually there is none. I don't know if that's true, but this would be my dream interpretation.
But why would this be your dream interpretation?
Because last show I said most of the time they try to tell a story, obviously, but it doesn't work out well.
Yeah.
So you always have this kind of approach that you have a story and you want to kind of tell it, and I feel that this oftentimes doesn't work so well. This interpretive dance is kind of interesting in itself. It doesn't need to be interpreted,
Sure,
literally to interpret.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to have a deeper meaning, but still it seems to, because of the dresses, because of this interplay, because of some of the gesture, it seems to be very, forbidden word, motivated.
So smooth.
So smooth.
Socially aware.
Yeah.
It seems to have a social context, but maybe this that it seems to have is enough.
Well, you can also say it in a different way. You can also say the artist led the audience to interpret it in a different ways. They
give the space.
They give the
Of course,
space.
of course.
You.
Yes.
Of course, they have their own meaning, but they also let the people to guess what it.
Also, the
might
lyrics,
mean.
there's a big space there. You can understand it in a lot of ways.
Yes, I also really like the lyrics. I really like the construction of words and the kind of the meaning of the words.
I don't know how much I can go into detail here, but in Cultural Revolution China, you would have these like organizations that go down to school level. So oftentimes these like party events or communist stuff events is held on a school stage in like an auditorium or something. This is aesthetic very recognizable for Chinese people. I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. I think I liked it less than Max. I thought the MV was very interesting and like accompanied the music very well, but it was still like missing some spark for me to like really catch me.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I think also this song speaks to me a lot. I really like it. If I compare this song with a chess game, then the second verse would be the checkmate move for me. You know, that really convinced me to love the song.
Okay.
Music theory, harmonically speaking.
But that's a very weird chess analogy. But I'll let you get away with it.
Okay, so in the first verse, the song starts out pretty bland, kind of simple, almost ethereal kind of. You have this only the quint, fifth jump.
Yeah.
You feel like this is in the key of B minor.
Yeah.
But when they start with the second verse, they actually don't start with B minor, but they keep the right hand. They keep the right hand. This is the B minor. They change the bass root to E. So we have this chord. This is the chord that they play in the second verse. And to me, this is such an emotional move.
Yeah, it sounds really nice.
Super colorful chord with beautiful extensions. Before this chord, you had this B minor thing in the right hand, and this is the third, and this is the fifth of the B minor. But if I play the new chord with E underneath, my right hand have different meaning.
Yes, seventh and ninth.
This is the seventh, and this is the ninth.
So D is the seventh, right?
Yeah. And F sharp is the ninth. It's so emotional.
So it's E minor 9.
I go to E.
Musically, this is really interesting.
It's also beautiful, and then the dissonant thing comes.
Tritone,
It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful contrast to the beautiful chord that came before. And it goes to...
Can you play it on the wavetable? Please.
So Max did a wavetable preset earlier.
Okay.
So B minor.
Oh, nice. Nice preset.
Also beautiful. Beautiful wavetable preset, Max.
Thank you.
And you also all noticed the sample that they play in the middle of the song, like which is like which came out of a megaphone sort of. Do you still remember the band from Monument to Masses?
Not really.
It was really one of my favorite post-rocky instrumental band from the early days. They have a lot of socially aware messages in their songs.
See, that's how you do it.
It's good.
All provided, our defense forces are given complete freedom of movement.
Also a very similar sound to it. Pretty aggressive, very orchestra type of arrangements, and they add a lot of these samples in their songs.
I mean, so it's like a post-rock theme to have
Staple,
to have like nice samples. Godspeed You Black Emperor, and the one song where they play this like, "Welcome to AM Market. How can we do this?" Kind of when you enter a supermarket, of on loop, like super long, but it's so emotional with the sounds they play under it. So. I want to ask you something because I was just thinking about it. It has nothing to do with anything. So maybe we can talk about it later, but I want to say it before I forget it. Because the wavetable thing and then the thing you showed, it's together. It's my question. So I really want to do more music stuff, but I will never be able to understand what you say. What is my spot? What is my angle? And then I understand what a chord is, but just imagine the road that I have to go to kind of come to the point where I can create an interesting music by knowing what I'm doing. You know, okay, now I play this chord and
just
maybe
go by
this is
ear
what this
then.
chord and this chord.
Just don't learn it.
Yeah,
just
I
don't
guess,
learn to
but
I know
understand.
perfect. I know the perfect answer for you, Max. Because you are already doing the solution for you in this case. Because,
Techno.
No, not only.
I mean, techno is
definitely.
an angle. This is the angle that I'm taking.
But you are the sound designer type. You are someone who
Yes,
really
yes.
like to listen, and then you can judge the sound you are doing. But you don't judge it in a way
Well-
that I do. You know, I judge it in a way. Okay, what is this? Is this the fifth? Is this the third? You don't need that. Yeah, if you like modular synthesizers, if you like all this stuff, it's pretty good because modular synthesizers are just perfect for people that don't like music theory. Because they work with knobs, they work with patching stuff.
Yes, yeah.
It's just perfect
this
for
is
you.
probably why I was so interested in the first place.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
new pants.
Did we finish this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
50% off
New
topic.
pants. Do you remember new pants?
Did we hear them already? I kind of remember that word.
In the New Year special.
Christmas special.
Christmas New Year special. There's a band with a drummer who is almost not playing, who is just doing this planking.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
This is their logo, by the way.
Okay. Has some resemblances. Gloden? Is it a typo?
No, it's. I think
It's probably a typo.
Yes.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
I mean, read the lyrics. Okay, the ending is not good. It means modern sky.
Yeah,
Not
of
Modernsky.
course. No, what?
Could be a Russian word, I don't know.
It was a joke. Obviously,
Modernsky.
modern sky. With this
No.
off topic.
What was with the Kaspersky internet security? Is it Kaspersky?
I think it's legend. Modernsky.
Yes.
Modernsky.
I like to say
Okay,
this word.
sure. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Ending was kind of a bummer. It was good. It was the whole Bruce Lee nostalgia was really funny. It was like structured like a Bruce Lee movie too, where like first there's the standard enemies and he beats them up,
But
there's like a mini boss in the middle who's foreign.
But did you get the story?
Well, it's like a joke that you're supposed to think that they want to save the lady, but
Yes,
then they want
yeah,
the
yeah.
lady for themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're also little bastards. That's
Yeah.
what they mean. Yeah.
Okay. I think the music was really interesting in the beginning, and then it got kind of repetitive though.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the sound effects on the voice was really weird in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
It was like this robotic voice,
it's a talk box. I guess it's my guess. I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't sound like a vocoder to me. It sounds more like a talk box, like this thing that Stevie Wonder used to do a lot. Also, California Love by Tupac. California Love is this typical effect.
Yeah. And obviously also 80s vibes. Not just with the music, but also with the Bruce Lee theme and the clothes.
Bruce Lee was earlier though, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Bruce Lee was.
But very influential on 80s aesthetic.
Do you have any references?
The song?
No?
No? Really?
I don't think so.
This is what happens when Julian doesn't do his homework.
Yes.
Now he's just like a bad student coming to
like
school.
Me.
No, Max is the bad student that can trick the teachers to believe him that he did his homework.
Oh.
But Julian can't do this.
Julian just need to really do this homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Finished or not?
I don't have any associations.
Okay,
no.
Max.
I don't know.
I know
the
you have...
ending was so bad, I cannot really get over it.
It is kind of a bummer.
It was genuinely funny at points. The music was also interesting at points, annoying at other points. Pretty incohesive, I feel. If I try to remember back, I don't have this like, okay, this was the song. Maybe this then maybe this was something that tied everything together, this kind of melody.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I don't remember the song.
Okay.
No, but in this way, no, I don't know. But maybe also because I watched the video. Actually, I liked the video. At points, I really liked it. It was funny. It was over the top, but it was not too over the top in the sense that they kind of fell apart. It was still in this one cohesive over the topness. I mean, the battles was sometimes even pretty cool. This one scene where they kicked, it was kind of backwards recorded. And they jumped back, and then also like some of the, because they made so many cuts, even though the slaps looked very fake, since they did like a lot of cuts and a lot of scenes of punching, it almost felt like real fighting. I like this kind of non-Chinese European boss dude.
Like half of Chuck
we welcome foreign friends. Chinese Kung Fu is wonderful. Because of this, so the boss is from a foreign friend.
But also music speaking, this song is also pretty repetitive and also catchy, but it's not necessarily something that you need to really pay attention to it. It's just a fun song. It's a funny song, and you watch a funny MV. That's probably the most part of the message.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense, the video and the song also did go well together in a way.
Yes.
Like funnily entertainment.
For me also, if I just listen to this song, I won't like it a lot. I think new fans is always like this, In this show.
Always a little funny.
Yeah, they're more like audiovisualists. New pants.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to critique the ending part. We're like really sure about it.
I think this is a topic that we have talked about a lot, and I don't think we have to reopen it. But I want to point out that even though Julian sounded quite like optimistic, he gave like his lowest rating ever. Not ever, but it's pretty low for your standards.
The ending just really bummed me out. It's just so really, like I was having fun, and I was like, sucked out all the energy.
It's a little.
I know.
Pretty disturbing.
I know, especially nowadays.
Especially nowadays.
Yes. Do you have some associations?
I have
Peaches. I don't know about that.
IUD, SIS, stay in school, 'cause it's the best.
Two associations.
Also not New Order.
New Order and Peaches.
New Order, actually, you can hear the same sound a little bit.
I kind of have to take it back. The wine is not that bad. I'm also
Gets
already
better
pretty
with every
drunk.
glass.
And it's a big bottle.
Oh yeah, sure.
So the sky is the limit when it comes to good glasses. The modern sky.
What?
That's the worst joke. I think it's funny.
Or is it Modernsky?
We're a serious label. We want to give our label a very serious name.
Modernsky.
How about?
No, one wanted to call it Modernsky and the other one Modernski, and so they kind of switched between a space and no space.
Yeah. Every year.
Okay, this band is actually also from Modernsky. And also Secondhand Rose is from Modernsky.
Yeah, we saw that a lot today.
Yeah.
When we ate, there was this, but then it said Modernsky without a space.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the. But Fantasy is also a nice name.
We try to listen to the music at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, Modernsky.
Modernsky, you see, it's all capital letters, no space. How can you even interpret it as Modernski?
Sure.
But why is the first video here?
Yeah, whatever.
Don't worry about it.
I still liked it. I think this time, I think if I only listened to the song, I would probably liked it more. At least I liked the song way more than the video.
Okay.
Okay, so let me start by saying I really like the song. So I really like the song. I really like the saxophone. I really like the riff, this kind of repetitive in a good way, kind of trancey thing. It's like really drawing in and also not too long in the end, so not too repetitive in the way that it doesn't stop. I really like the voice. This is something that but in the first word I thought, I think I don't like this, but then immediately after that it's nice. It's kind of it really fits to the rest of the song, and the video is also nice. I like the black and white. It was the first black and white one. It had very interesting visuals at many points. The ruins, the guy playing saxophone with the glasses in the ruins, I think was a very nice image. But again, maybe it's something with me and Chinese music videos. The parts where they try to construct something that could be interpreted, again, kind of failed. It's again the clock. The clock is just such an easy symbol to say something because time is meaningful and it has a connection to everyone. And yet it's so uncreative. Clocks are interesting, but you just take it's like, okay, we need an interesting object. What do we have? I have a guitar. I have a boat. I have a clock. Okay, the clock. So it's kind of and then maybe they had thoughts, maybe there was a storyline, but again it wasn't really clear. It was vague, and vagueness is good, it's not inherently bad, but in this vagueness to use this kind of very random kind of motifs that are just perceived as being deep without actually meaning something. Also the scene where he was tied together with someone else is kind of okay.
Yeah, actually, why I choose this song, I want to choose this MV because it reminds of me so much of your video. You are like...
23点半
Yeah, 23点半。
姐妹，咱们现在有几点呢？好的。13点半。Yeah.
So much of that, and you also paint the wall kind of
Yes.
thing, and he also did that, and it's also a ruin, also a wasted building.
We didn't paint though, we plastered.
Ah, okay.
Similar.
And also,
Yeah.
you have this time concept in
Oh,
your
yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
So it really reminds me of that.
It was like
Yeah.
very much improvised. I don't know.
I really liked it. I think it's very fun
I think
time.
I have
It was
seen it once actually.
I can show you
Very
later
far
after
away in my
it's in
brain.
It's in my computer. You guys also don't know what you're going to
No.
talk about at
Yeah.
all. So, but I think these guys, they know what they want to talk about.
Sure.
They have message to tell, but they use this, I told you, this way that leave a big space for audience.
I'm like a little bit undecided. Because musically, I did like it, but it's also so repetitive. Like the bass plays exactly the same the whole time, right?
Yeah, but it's 4 minutes. You know, if they really stretch out to 7 minutes, I would also say, this is probably too long. But 4 minutes is actually
4 minutes is pushing
good.
it for me.
Yeah, okay.
But I thought it was definitely interesting. I liked the music video. It reminded me the aesthetic, and maybe because it was black and white and it had the time aspect, it reminded me of Momo. It's like a children's book. It's about the gray man who are trying to steal the time from people. And I think the lyrics are really interesting. I don't know how they come off in Chinese, but in English it's really interesting. It's very big words. It's like someone used a thesaurus to find like cool words.
Okay.
What?
Well, what do you want to say, Max?
But this is exactly what you say. You say it's interesting, but then at the same time you say someone used the lexicon to find big words. This is not interesting. This is just using interesting words, just like the clock, using imagery that is on the medium interesting to most people. It's not thoughtful. It's not deep. It's just like a computer could write this lyric.
Maybe.
Of course, in English. I'm only talking in English. I don't know the original one.
Yeah, but this has some like connection to the video, and like this is what I mean. I'm like torn a little bit because I think it is interesting. It has potential, but a lot of the things are just not landing with me. They're like just slightly off, and yeah, I couldn't get really into it.
I think this band really reminds me of a band that is currently pretty popular. Do you know the band Idols?
I smell the blood of a million suns.
What I feel is that they have this potential to really burst out, kind of come out of their shells, to be really more driven and more energetic.
Which is also a very socially aware.
Yeah, sure. But also you can look at the lyrics and think of that this band is probably also pretty...
So skillful. I really like this saxophone player and his performance.
I also said
he is the guy who is shouting in Omnant Youth Society song. It's not that.
What? Really?
Yeah, he's the guy.
What a connection.
Yes. Because I said it in the video. I said, maybe it's Jia because they're friends. And this band has come to me and said, no, it's our saxophone player.
Oh, I see.
Do you know the band The Jesus Lizard?
I only know the Gizzard Wizard.
The Gizzard Wizard?
The Lizard Gizzard Wizard band.
No.
King Gizzard, Lizard Wizard.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Okay. Prairie WWWW.
Yes.
Okay, this is our last band of the whole德没.
Oh, they're me. And
Yeah.
I'm excited actually.
Yeah, me too. Let's watch this band.
Okay.
I'm afraid that I will also not like it.
If you dislike it,
I'm in a not likey mood. I'm so sorry.
I know it.
Likey
I think you last time you were in the likey
Yes,
mood.
yes,
And this time
yes.
you're in dislikey mood.
Yes,
Which is
I'm
also
sorry.
fine.
I'm sorry
It's
to all
fine,
the
it's
great
alright.
bands. I appreciate all your work and all your love.
it's
Audio tree,
audio
audio
tree
tree.
performance.
Oh, cool.
Not literally.
白雾散，星辰共眠，飘荡在山谷遗忘的，
Nice makeup.
重复唱着。
I knew it was a mini fruit.
Okay, so the first song really reminded me of the interlude songs from Lover the Lotus Left
Oh
Us.
yeah, I know you're going to say this kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second song starts out similarly, but then becomes very different as soon as the drums kick in.
Mm-hmm.
And the drums, they do this interesting thing that I don't think many bands do. And the only other band I can think of is Cynic,
Mm-hmm.
which uses their drums as like this wall of sound, so that basically every
Mm-hmm.
small fraction of a second is filled with like some sort of sound from the drums.
Yeah.
And there's these clear like overarching beats, like it's on the, I think it's 6/8.
Yeah.
It's very, very clear rhythm, but then in between those there's so many hits of the drums and the electronic drums on top of it.
Yes, we also think the drum part is very interesting.
I think it's sampled, right? Play only one line of drums and it's like sampled and replayed multiple times.
I think it's a delay
yes.
effect.
It's not sampled, you're right, probably,
okay.
but this is what I meant.
Yeah.
And then the singing is also really interesting. It's like very minimalist and kind of instrument-like. The MV is also really interesting. I think the fact that they feature the trolley track so prominently, it's like one of the first things that you see.
Well, it's not an MV kind of. It's just a
Yeah.
live performance.
Yeah, it's almost
Live
like a
performance.
performance video, yeah. But it's still like it has an aesthetic vision, and I think it fits really well. The movement of the camera on the trolley track really supplements the music well, especially in the first song. And the second one is so hectic anyways that it's like almost any movement would fit. But during the first song, the circular movement, and especially, I don't know what they do. I think they don't aim the camera straight at the middle of the circle, but they aim it like slightly towards, so that way when they move it around the track, it kind of draws on the right side and pulls on the left side, kind of. It does this thing that like has the same sort of feeling of swell that the music has. One more thing I can say musically maybe is the setup is kind of lends itself to visually communicate. Usually if you're all looking in the same direction in the middle of a circle, I would expect the musicians to like exchange glances, like when they have their like I don't know specific moment, but they're all so like in their own world. It doesn't even feel like they're visually communicating with each other. They all just they all have this stare that isn't like, it's obviously blank, not connected to another person, not making eye contact.
I see, yeah.
But
it's
still like very communicative in just their expressions and feelings.
They're focusing on their own things.
Yeah, they practice a lot.
Yeah.
They practice so much that they don't need to look at each other.
I think there's a qi in front in it.
Yes.
Yeah, qi.
I cannot really add a lot. It was very good. I guess the only thing, especially with the first song, I had this thing that each element was very interesting and very nice, but mostly in the first song, for me, at some points, it didn't really come together. It was a little bit, he has this great thing, but not so much a song. For me, I always had this association of, like, maybe because we talked about it a few minutes ago, but this is more of like a sound design group than like an actual song. And this is not bad, of course, but
they are. I totally agree.
Super interesting, like especially in the first song, you had this kind of backing sound. I don't know where it came from. It's like deep, growly soundtrack, and then the drummer is probably, I mean, he's so good.
This is my dream drummer. Oh my god, I really want this kind of drummer. Actually, can you be like this and with
Actually, I think in some ways I am closer to this drummer than to many other drummers, because I felt that he was kind of playing quite free, is maybe not the right word. Not so super strict.
Yeah.
This is, of course, I cannot play drums as he can, but this is closer to my approach to playing drums than to be like very beat focused, very tempo, very precise, yes, very metronome-y.
While watching this MV, I had this vision of having a band with 4 drummers only, no other instruments.
4 sound designer kind of drummer. It's really our dream, you know.
Sound designers, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need someone who is a slave of the metronome or slave of the beat. Just 4 sound designers working as percussionist or drummer.
People, if you know someone like this, please let us know. Yes, on Danmu.
If you are one of...
Yes, please contact us.
I want to say 2 things. First, of course, like the second part of the second song was kind of my favorite part, because it was, then again, it was a real song. It was real,
driven,
really dancey, driven. Yes. Also the sound, the effects, the delay, the sound effects on the drum, so surprising, so cool, so never heard of. And then like the thing that I didn't like the most, and this is really funny. I mean, the synthesizer, this synthesizer, I know the synthesizer, and I never liked it. I never liked its sound. And I think even also here, it didn't add a lot. It was somewhat annoying to me.
Specific synthesizer.
This specific synthesizer sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Julian's still.
Yeah, probably.
And what are your associations?
The sound of animals fighting. This Interstellar soundtrack.
Interstellar.
No, but the Interstellar soundtrack had like really great synth sounds.
Yeah.
Unlike this one.
John Reinhardt for the drums. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I was thinking of Health.
And obviously Battles, now that
Yeah,
you say
Battles.
it.
But I want to say
would be
Battles
very
is
close, I think.
collaboration with this band.
Oh,
That's
This
a collaboration.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Makes a lot of
Makes total
sense. And another band called Sunlux. Do you know this band?
No.
Have you ever? Please hear this band. Please listen to this band.
How's it
Sunlux. Sunlux.
Sounds like
Lux.
sound.
Yeah. This band is so good. And the
their
drummer is also
called,
our dream drummer.
Yeah, the drummer is called Ian Chang, and he's our dream drummer because he is versatile and like a universal good drummer. He can do a lot of stuff with his drum kit, but at the same time he's also experimenting a lot with electronic sounds. He's using a trigger system.
Yes.
He's also using a lot of lights in his performances.
Yeah, he's a musician. He's not only a drummer. This kind of drummer is really our
Professionals.
ideal
Yeah.
drummer. Back to this topic. Actually, you asked Tongtong what angle, what entrance.
No,
of
yeah.
I think this is perfect for you. This kind of sound design type of drumming.
I also think that.
You don't
In
need
a way-
chord
in a way.
progression at all.
Yes, it's true. And there's this kind of this module that is made for drum sounds.
Yeah,
Which
Max
is
told me.
kind of my dream. But I'm also at the point where I'm kind of stopping to dream about modular because they're so expensive
Oh.
and I just don't know how I can ever do this. Okay, I
let's-
think I'm already know my
let's rank it.
rating.
Do you have Hypersound on one? Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it!
I kind of feel that we are wrong again. I kind
For
of feel
sure.
that New Pants is probably way higher.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, let's do this.
Do we do this?
Yes.
Okay, the last place is Prairie WWWW.
God damn it! What's wrong with you people?
And even with this high, yeah, this is so dumb.
400?
And the third place is Fallacy.
Yes!
Oh wow. Okay, one. And the second place is Hypersound.
New Pants, I said it.
New Pants number one.
It's so dumb.
Oh my god. I get the makeup.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the makeup. The award is not here, but finally, Julian. Finally. So happy for you.
A good reward.
Yeah.
Not just some cheap food.
Finally, something
Now it all comes out.
it's a lipstick, also eyeshadow. And
Oh, perfect.
Also two things.
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Great.
Wow, it looks so good.
Yeah, can you apply it on your face?
Now you have to step up your whole production game.
This is too hard for us, too demanding.
I will try to do something with MS Paint,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll try our
The
best.
world famous post-production program.
Already we have 33 bands. It's same with the 月下, you know, we listen
Yeah.
to 33 bands.
Yeah.
So
Now do the ranking.
all
of
here.
All
I
bands.
want your hot